Okay students, so this is another video, a short video for an explanation for me to explain you about the simple linear regression questions. Okay, so this question I already passed it to you in the WhatsApp group, so you can look at it and do. Okay, so now these questions I just changed the value here. As you can see, I just changed it because we already did this kind of questions, but I changed a bit the questions and the value for each column for x and y. Okay, first thing that you must know is what is the independent variable and the dependent variable. X is the independent variable, y is the dependent. The y is depends on the x. Okay, so every time the x change, the y will change. Okay, so now how to know which one of these two is the x? First thing that you can know, see from the questions. Okay, so years of experience as the independent variable, so this is actually the x. Okay, so this one, annual sales, is the y. Okay, so before you answer your simple linear regression questions, which is in question 7, please do this table. Okay, please do this table and calculate correctly. Okay, so for x and y, I just took it from these questions. Okay, this table, so I just took it out and put it in my new table. Okay, then I just sum up to find the value or sum of x and sum of y, and then we need to find the mean for each column, x bar and y bar. After that, you go to the third and the fourth column, which is x minus x bar. So this column minus with 7.5 the x bar, and this column y minus with the y bar, you will get this answer. Okay, just minus it. Okay, next, after you finish this one, then the fifth column is about the x minus x bar times y minus y bar. Okay, so this column times this column. Okay, so please remember, don't forget to put negative if the values has negative, if still has negative, but if not, negative should be positive, negative positive should be negative. Okay, and please take note, when you sum up this one, you need to include this minus 2. Okay, so now after you got the sum up of this column, next proceed with the 6th and the 7th column, which is the square of this one and this one. Okay, so just take negative 4.5 square and just put the answer here, and same goes to this column, 252.9 square. So just put it in this column and you just total the values here. Okay, next we look, after you finish your table, we look at the first question. Draw a scatter diagram with the years of experience as independent variables. So since you all already expert doing this scatter diagram, so it should be no problem, but please remember that scatter diagram should be dots, not x. Okay, so for this one, I think there should be no problem for you all to do the scatter diagram. Okay, so now let's proceed for question B. What does the scatter diagram develop? In part A, indicate the relationship between the two variables. So this one is the explanation of the scatter diagram here. So see, this is the explanation for the scatter diagram. Since we can see here, our scatter diagram, it shows that a positive linear relationship. So meaning there appear to be a positive linear relationship between x, years of experience, and y, annual sales. Okay, so you need to put this one, this x. What is x, what is y? Okay, and what kind of relationship is that? Is it positive linear relationship? Is it negative linear relationship? Okay, so you need to put three things inside here. So what kind of relationship, and what is the x, and what is the y? Okay, so that is all for question B. So now I proceed with question C. Use the least squares method to develop the estimated regression equation. So the estimated regression equation is this one: y hat equals to b naught plus b1x. Okay, what is the least square method? Least square method is the way to find this one. What is the formula for this one? What is the formula for this one? Okay, so now, okay, so this one is for question C. So first thing, you need to find the slope. B1 is the slope. So formula, this formula you can remember by your own, because because it is very easy to remember. Okay, so now this value, sum of this one, I got it from this one. Okay, so you just take the value and then you just divided it, you will get 9.08. After that, after you get the value for the slope, and then you can do the b naught. B naught is the y-intercept. Y hat minus b1 x y y y bar minus b1 x bar. Okay, so y bar is 106.2 minus 9.08 from here times 7.5, and then the answer would be 38.1. Okay, so after you have these two values, b naught and b1, you just put the value into the equation. Okay, so this will be your answer for question C. Okay, so now I proceed with question D, because a lot of you ask me how to interpret the slope. What is the interpretation for the slope? Is it include the calculation? Yes, it is. Okay, so provide an interpretation for the slope of the estimated regression equation. Okay, what is the slope? This one is the slope. Okay, we have to interpret this. What is the meaning of 9.08? Okay, so you just write like this: the slope is 9.08. Okay, so this is the explanation, the interpretation. For an additional 1 year of experience, okay, the annual sales can be expected increase by 9.08 times 1000, and then you will get 9080. How can I get this one? This one is from the question. See, it's from the table itself. Okay, it already stated here 1000. Okay, so now 9.08, you just times with 1000 here, and then this would be your answer. For increasing 1 year of experience, the annual sales can be expected increase by this one. Okay, for every 1 year experience increase, annual sales can be expected increase by this one. Okay, so you have to remember that one. Okay, so now for the last question, using the estimated regression equation, predict the annual sales with this one. This one, 9 is the x. So this one is very simple. You just take the equation here that you already calculated, and then put x in equals to 9, then just put 9 into the equation, then you will get the answer. Okay, so this is not so difficult. I'm sure that you all can do, and please do well in your final exam. My advice is, please take that 3 hours, sit at your place, and please recalculate again and again and again. Okay, from question 1 until question 7, so that you won't feel regret when you finish your exam. And I hope you do your best in your final, and please do a lot of exercises. You still have time. Okay, good luck.